Hello, friends. Welcome in. How are you today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let me just double check that everything is working, and then we will begin. But in the meantime, how are you? How's your day? What have you been up to? Let's see. I forgot that last year we actually did something for Thanksgiving, didn't we? Like, I had a special redeem, didn't I? Just remembered. Hold on. Okay. I think we're good. Wait, where's my... There you are. Welcome in, everybody. How are you today? How's it going? Emmers, you're here first. How are you? How's it going? Sassy, hello. Welcome in. Better now, because of the bookshelf, or just because you're off school, or what changed? I'm here for more chicken, please. I am too. I'm ready. I mean, you know, we'll chat for a little bit. We'll get into the game earlier than not, I guess, because I started so late. But both, and I have food. Nice. What are you having for food? What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving tomorrow? If I recall, on the Thanksgiving stream last year, I had like a special fist bump redeem. It was like, instead of fist bump, it was like give thanks or something like that. Like, it would like, right? It was like, say something you've been thankful for. I forget. Ooh, a chicken quesadilla. Nom nom. That sounds delicious. That sounds very, very delicious. I do love a good quesadilla. I actually, when I don't like a lot of like fast food Mexican places if they don't have a quesadilla, or like a good one, or like if we go to a like a Mexican restaurant and they don't have quesadillas, I'm usually a little sad because that's usually what I want. It's so good. They cooked it in the panini press, and it's extra nom nom. Ooh, that's good. I like a good, as I say panini, I like a good quesadilla that has a nice, like, almost like crunchier exterior. Like, I like it to be kind of cooked a little bit more, so that it's, like, just a little bit crispy. I like the crunch of the tortilla, and then the, like, you know, gooey insides. I think that's the way I like it. Do you guys have Qdoba? It's like not. I don't think it's classified as like a fast food, but it's faster food. It's almost like a Chipotle-ish or type place. Baz, welcome in. Good morning from Brisbane. Shower, stay, and hot. Ooh, how hot is it today? Never heard of it. Qdoba. It's basically like Chipotle, but not as nice, maybe. I feel like people would say Chipotle is nicer, but I don't actually. Just cooking stream? No. I'm actually okay at cooking. I'm actually better on a grill, I think. Well, that's probably not true. I think the thing that I can make the best is on a grill, like on a barbecue. But I would not say I'm like well-versed in cooking lots of different things on the grill. So I don't know. I think I just have some staples that I go to. We have Chipotle. I don't think I've ever eaten there. Oh, really? Wow, that's actually surprising. I feel like it's like incredibly popular. You know, I feel like a lot of people just never stop talking about Chipotle, but it's pretty good. It's overpriced now, I think. Over the years, the prices have just gone up. But anyway, I don't really like Chipotle as much because they don't have quesadillas. They only have like burritos and burrito bowls, and I don't think they have a quesadilla. Or maybe I wonder if they've added one in the past few years. But Qdoba has quesadillas. And one, I always load it with a ton of stuff. They're always like, this is too much stuff to put in a quesadilla. I'm like, no, do it. So I usually, when I go there, I get their adobo chicken. I asked them to add some cilantro lime rice. There's some black beans, some hot salsa, forgetting something else. It's 87. Yeesh. It's getting hot. It is currently here right now. There you go. -8 Celsius. It was quite cold today. I had to run a couple of errands and my car was like frozen over. Anyway, so I get them to load up the quesadilla and then I ask them to make it like a little extra crispy so that it they keep it in their press a little bit longer. And it's so good. It's so good. Cause then it just like has the nice shell and then yeah, it's just so good. I love a quesadilla. It was pretty cool. It's actually, the low for today is 9. Tomorrow, the low for the day is 5. So, F2C 5. So it'll be -15 Celsius tomorrow. It's very cold. Tonight, though, not having a quesadilla, tonight I'm gonna go get myself some Moose's Tooth. And I am very, very excited. I have not had Moose's Tooth pizza in a very long time. I feel like I should put a picture of pizza on the screen. Moose's Tooth pizza. I need a picture of one of their pizzas. It is pizza time. So I will say they... so one thing they're doing for Thanksgiving. Hold on, I need a picture of one of their pizzas. Hold on. I have to choose the right pizza. I mean, it's not gonna be my pizza, but I have to choose like a good one of like a pizza that I would get probably. Ooh, this one looks nom nom. I would have this. Okay. New background. Perfect. New background unlocked. It looks so busy. Like it makes my stream look so much busier, but not my idea of fun. Are you not a cold person? Or are you more of like a summer hot person? Or what's your favorite type of weather, Baz? This pizza that's behind me is called the Timberwolf. It has marinara, mozzarella, and provolone cheeses, salami, reindeer sausage, pepperoni, red onions, red peppers, black olives. Ugh. I would get that picked off. And jalapenos. And then after it's cooked, it has a sprinkle of parsley. Not a fan of olives. Get those olives out of there. But the rest of the pizza I would 100% eat. One thing they're doing for Thanksgiving is they're making a Queenslander always hot. Yeah, but do you prefer that weather, like over cold? So like is like the heat of the summer, is that your favorite? I do enjoy winter. Winter is my favorite. I would move to Australia though, for friendship. Yes. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Summer is not my favorite, but I'd be willing to live through it if it meant, being around some of my amazing friends. And Death, welcome in. How are you? Sorry that you came in at the end of last stream. For those that don't know, Darth Death, we know from YV's stream. So welcome in. Thank you for popping in. How are you doing? I hate the cold. I love it. I think it's so good. I love snow. It's just so cozy. But I can also understand why people would not like the cold. But I just hate being sweaty. I hate being sweaty so much. So I don't know. But anyway, I would move to Australia though. Just played some Hollow Knight. Nice. I've never actually played it before. I should do that at some point, but I'm not good at Metroidvanias. I'm doing pretty good. Just been kind of busy today. We started a little bit late. I had some stuff to do. I had to run to the grocery store, and then got back, and then I kind of got sidetracked listening to some music. Did a little, I listened to some songs and I was like, I can't not dance to this. So I just kind of got stuck in a loop. But I was going to say Moose's Tooth, which for those who don't know, Moose's Tooth is my favorite pizza place here in Anchorage. It also happens to be the highest grossing non-chain pizza restaurant in the United States. And it is very good. It is a little spendy, but it is very good. But I'm going to get it tonight for Thanksgiving. So tomorrow's Thanksgiving. We will stream tomorrow. But I am spending Thanksgiving alone, and so I decided instead of like trying to cook some stuff for myself, I am going to order a large pizza tonight, have leftovers over the next couple days, and that's going to be my Thanksgiving. But I was going to mention, so one thing they're doing is for Thanksgiving, I'm going to show you guys a picture of this. They are offering these special cakes or pies. They have a pumpkin swirl cheesecake, a pipeline stout chocolate cake, which I assume that's like a beer. They're also a brewery, so I assume that's like a... Do they make like a beer chocolate cake? Is that a thing? I don't know if that sounds good. Key lime crumb cake, death by peanut butter, gross. And I was like, I have actually had a pumpkin cheesecake many years ago at a Thanksgiving, and I thought it was absolutely delicious. And I was like, what if I got this? And then I looked up how much they're charging for it. For this cake, it's this one. That's right here. It's this one. It's $70. I was like, goodness, what is in this pumpkin cheesecake? It better be so good. I'm not getting it. It says it serves 10 to 12 people, which I suppose if you like, you know, let's say it serves 10 people. So 10 slices, $7 a slice. But like, that's still like, I don't know. That seems like a big investment for a cheesecake. So not getting it. I'm just going to get my pizza. I might be tempted to get, they're doing some rosemary cheese breadsticks as also like a November thing. I'm kind of tempted of getting some of that, but we'll see. I think that's like $10 though, so we'll see. Anyway, I just wanted to inform you guys on my pizza happenings. That's where, you know, my head is at right now. I have not had Moose's Tooth in, I have not bought Moose's Tooth in a long time. Actually, I went to a work thing, and they had like, it was one of the few times I had to go like photograph something, so I had to actually like go there. And they had some Moose's Tooth pizza, so I got a slice while I was there. But it's one of those deals where they like, I don't know, you know, like at school or at a work party or something, they always like cut the slices really thin. So it was like one of those, but I got a taste of it and I was like, oh, so good. Did you hear about the insanely overpriced cranberry sauce? No, is this a joke? Is this a setup for a joke? Because it sounds like it is. I wish. Oh, what are they charging for cranberry sauce? I will say I'm not a big cranberry sauce person. $200 a spoonful for what? And where? That seems dumb. New York goodness. Of course they would. Of course it'd be New York. They're the same place that, I mean, is this exactly. It's the same place that had wasn't there that pizza, or was it like sushi or something that had like gold truffle on it or something, and it was like, I think it was a pizza. Or was it a sushi pizza? Am I making this up? Anyway, maybe that's what I'm getting confused. But I feel like it had some gold lace something on it, and it ended up being like $1,000 for perfect. That is a perfect use of that, Emmers. And by the way, this is my favorite, like one of my favorite GIFs. It's so good. There's something about like when the cat turns over or like looks over, and it's just the way that like a cat's like mouth is shaped, but it kind of like if it was a person doing it, it makes it more look like like it has this more surprised face. I don't know. I love it. It's just so good. Or like it's almost doing like anyway. In addition to the fresh cranberries, it's infused with a port wine that costs $4,400 a bottle, white truffles that cost $1,500 per pound, a special honey imported from New Zealand, and it's decorated with edible gold leaf. Goodness. That's so, like, dumb. That's just such a rich person thing. Like, in no way is that, like, I can't imagine that tastes as good as they're trying to make it, like, sound. Like, just because you put, I feel like just because you put a lot of expensive things in there, like, it's probably not gonna be that great. It's gonna be one spoonful of it that's not enough of anything, I feel like. I feel like you need at least 2 spoonfuls of something so that you can, like, really get a taste for a thing. You need a first one to kind of be like, okay, yeah, I like this, or this is good, and then you need another one to actually, like, enjoy it. This one's just gonna be like, I guess I taste the port wine. Just give me a can of jellied cranberry sauce. Yeah, that's so dumb. Hate things like that. Sort of like you guys remember the art piece, the banana? That was just like duct taped to a wall, and it sold for like millions of dollars. It was like some artist in a museum art gallery thing. All the art pieces is a banana, like a physical banana, and it's just duct taped to a wall, and it sold for millions of dollars. And supposedly, the meaning behind it is supposed to be a critique on the state of the art buying industry or something like that. But it's still like, you sold a banana and duct tape on a wall for millions of dollars. Part of the problem. So I don't know. I just feel like that's such like, I roll my eyes at that because I'm just like, that's such a dumb rich person thing. And I don't know. I'm just not about it. If you're gonna do dumb rich people things, just pay for my whole trip to Australia. Why spend, $200 on a spoonful of cranberry sauce and just like multiply that a few times and instead help me, see people that I love, How about that? What's more? What's more? The cranberry sauce? Eternal friendship. It's at most a tablespoon worth of the sauce for $200. I could buy a Lego set for that. Actually true. And you can enjoy that for many years to come. So, It's kind of like, I don't know. That's also one of those things like, like a sommelier, is that how you say it? Like those like wine tasters that are like, the notes, the wood notes or whatever, or whatever. this one has legs or whatever, you know, random things that they're just saying that really means nothing. It's one of those things where I'm like, I get so like, I don't know. I just roll my eyes at a lot of that stuff. Supposedly, I remember years ago, they did some sort of experiment where they took a bunch of sommeliers and they made them think that they were going to like a really nice wine tasting place, but basically they only served them like really basic like Walmart wine, like bottom shelf type of stuff. And they would like they would say they were serving them different ones. But they were pretty much like not. It was almost like it was always like the same like 2 or 3 different drinks. And they would just make up stuff. They would just be like, ah, yes, I can get these, you know, the notes of whatever. And I don't know. I rolled my eyes at some of that stuff. So I don't know. People spending money for $200 of a, you know, cranberry sauce, that just makes me go, goodness. Oh, rich people. Your life is so different than what I experienced, but whatever. Whatever, I guess. For the Americans, are you doing any Thanksgiving stuff today? Are you saving that all for tomorrow? What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving tomorrow? I will stream at some point. I think we'll do a different game. We won't do Chicken Police tomorrow. I think we'll do... I said we might do a FMV game. We might. We'll see. Not really sure. Plan on spending the day watching streams, playing games, or crocheting. That sounds wonderful. That sounds absolutely very cozy and nice, Sassy. Are you guys doing like a turkey and stuff, or like are you doing like a traditional Thanksgiving meal? Are you doing something else? What does your Thanksgiving look like? Again, I'll be having pizza. I probably won't eat on stream like I did last year. I'll just enjoy my pizza on my own. I don't know what time I'm going to order it. I actually messaged Moose's Tooth just to double check. I messaged him earlier this week. Just be like, are your hours the same on Wednesday? Because I don't want to like get to Wednesday night and then be like, wait, they closed early. Like this is good. This is terrible. So I just need to make sure that I want to go like, if I order it too early, it's gonna take forever. For like, it'll be like the pizza will be ready in 2 hours, and then I'm just gonna have to wait, or you know, I don't know. So I might wait till like 7-ish to order my pizza, and we'll see. Problem is, there's like, I assume they're gonna be kind of busy because lots of people come into town. But I feel like lots of people, I don't know, they're probably having like home cooked meals, I bet, this week. We scaled back a bit this year. We usually do a 10 to 12 pound burb in the deep fryer, but this year we went with an 8 pound turkey breast only. Nice. I feel like that's great. You know, I feel like Thanksgiving can easily be overdone. Like it could just get so wild. Yeah, way less hassle. Yes. 100%. And I am about the not hassle life. Especially with holidays and things. Earlier this week, my boss yet again questioned my Thanksgiving plans. And, you know, one of the things that I at least got to say was like, I don't like, there is like literally, well, no, there's no stress. But it's like the amount of stress for the holiday is significantly less. And you don't have to worry about like, you know, you don't have to worry about like unhappy people or weird conversations or like, you know, all the food stuff. We will still make the usual side stuffing, potatoes, rolls, not $200 cranberry sauce, good, and gravy, nice. I do love mashed potatoes. I kind of thought about making some. Maybe I'll make some just like, I don't know, soon, just for myself. I'm a big mashed potatoes person. I think that is delicious. I did get to treat myself with this pizza because, I mean, we might as well go fancy. I did get myself some Martinelli's sparkling cider. That's right. The good stuff. I got 2 bottles of it, and so that'll be wonderful. For those who know, Martinelli's is a non-alcoholic apple cider, and it is so good. It's a sparkling apple cider. It bubbles just perfectly. It's so hard not to just like drink the whole thing in one go. I love it. We are also not making a full apple pie. We are making an apple galette. So an open-faced apple pie. I don't think I know what that is. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, yes. I have had these before, and they're delicious. Yes. We served that at our wedding. It's Martinelli's? Absolutely. Martinelli's is honestly one of my favorite, like, things ever. By the way, I love a good apple pie. I think apple pie is delicious. But Martinelli's, like, so I was actually thinking about this the other day. Actually, when I went to go pick up my Martinelli's, I was thinking about how, like, one of the things that I hate is, like, if you buy Martinelli's and you bring it to a party, it's like you only get, Rob, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? Give a shout out here. Rob, what were you playing? How's Diablo 4? How was it? How'd it go? Friends, welcome in. Raiders, hello, my name is Jet. I have a very brief video to play for you, and then we'll keep talking about Martinelli's and Thanksgiving. So enjoy this. Hi Raiders, I'm Jet, your 4th favorite streamer. Yeah, 4th. You know, the guy you end up with when your favorites are offline and you misclicked my channel. Before we dive in, snapsicles, this is a family-friendly stream. Please keep your chats cozy and clean or my mods will be on you like a pack of wild pumas. Looking for a triple threat? Gaming, chatting, and looks? Well, let me tell you why I'm called Triple Jet. When it comes to gaming, we dive into puzzles, indie games, RPGs, and mysteries. But the biggest mystery of all will be why you're still watching. Like to chat? Well, we get so derailed it's like we're a train to nowhere and I'm your conductor. Choo choo. And when it comes to looks, I am like the solar eclipse, best not to look at. Now, if you want a good streamer, follow the creators I just linked in chat. They will obliterate my stream like a snap from Thanos. Mr. Bezos, I don't feel so good. But if you like the wonderfully wrecked vibe of a beat-up pinata, then you're in the right place. The candy's mostly gone, but we can still keep it sweet. So drop a follow and we'll make this siesta fiesta the absolute besta. Got a Jet? So welcome back, everybody. So how was Diablo? How did it go? As well as, hold on, boop 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 boop. Ghoul Moose, thank you so much for the follow. 1, I like your name. 2, right behind me, I actually have a pizza from a place called Moose's Tooth, which is actually where I'm gonna get pizza tonight. I am a big fan of pizza, and I've been waiting for this pizza for a very long time. I love these videos. Thank you. And Rob, again, thank you so much for the raid. I very much appreciate it. Too much to bear. Welcome in. And yeah, welcome in, Raiders. I hope you're having a good time. Rob, I know what it's like after stream, so if you need a lounge lurk, etc., grab a snack or whatever, like, please do your post-stream care. And Raiders as well. If you just want to lurk, that's totally fine. If you want to chat with us, excellent. We'll be getting into a game called Chicken Police here in a little bit, but yeah, so welcome in. Always good to have you. I'm here for the pizza. I feel that. I cannot wait. I have not had Moose's Tooth in a hot minute, so need a sandwich? Please go enjoy. Get your sandwich. What's your favorite kind of pizza? Well, Moose's Tooth is my favorite type of pizza, like from Moose's Tooth. But I get the spicy chicken picante, which has blackened chicken, red pepper flakes, jalapenos, and I add pepperoni and bacon to it. And it's delicious. And it's so, so, so good. I cannot wait. That's what I'm getting tonight. But I have, this year I have, my pizza is, my favorite pizza is the free kind, honestly. Good point. Touche. This year I have tried not to buy pizza and instead like put that money towards my Australia trip. So I haven't been buying Moose's Tooth, whereas typically I like am tempted to buy it like multiple times a month or whatever. But I have been abstaining from the pizza for the most part. Really holidays, and I think my birthday was the only time. Well, my birthday and my affiliate stream anniversary. I think those are the main times that I've bought pizza. I'll have 2 of them, please. I know. So we were talking about Martinelli's right before the raid came in. I don't know if you guys know what Martinelli's is, but I will recap just for a second. If you don't know, Martinelli's is a sparkling apple cider. It comes in like a large bottle. It's non-alcoholic, and I bought some for tonight and for Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I cannot wait. I love it. It tastes so good. It bubbles perfectly, and it just tastes so good. So good. The one thing though that I was gonna say, because I was thinking about this when I picked it up, I feel like if you buy Martinelli's and you take it to a party, you only get like a tiny, teeny bit of Martinelli's, because one, there's not a lot in each bottle, and typically no one brings enough for like everyone to have a good amount. It's always like they bring 2 bottles for like 20 people. So it's just like each person who wants one gets like just a tiny little bit in their cup, and that's sort of it. No one gets like the full enjoyment, and nobody can like pour it for like, no one can like fill up their cup more than just a little bit, or everyone's gonna kind of look at you and be like, oh, okay, so you're taking everyone else's Martinelli's. You need a bottle per person. It's that good. Honestly, I agree, because it goes so fast. I think at the least, you need half a bottle per person. But I lean more towards you, Sassy, where I think if you can splurge, you need a bottle per person, because they will drink it all. It's so good. And if one person doesn't finish their bottle, somebody else will. I will do that. I will finish your Martinelli's. So I have bought 2. I won't have it all in one go. But I will, I mean, I'm not gonna have 2 bottles in one go, but I'll still like, I'll probably do half a bottle for each, meal or whatever, but, it's so good, and I can't wait. Or make sure you keep a few bottles at home to have after the party. Yes, I think that's true. That's why I've started just buying it for, well, again, it's mainly for holidays, but I've been buying it for myself. And that is why, again, because for those who don't know, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. I don't have any plans for Thanksgiving or anything. So, that's why I was like, I'm buying myself some Martinelli's. I'm going to be able to enjoy all of it, and it's going to be wonderful. I don't have to share it with anyone. So, pizza, Martinelli's, maybe some rosemary cheese breadsticks. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I need to see how much that is. Let me start making my Moose's Tooth cart. Even though I'm not ordering pizza till hours from now. Well, I guess actually it's 3 here. It's really 7 is only in like 4 hours. So maybe I'll wait till 8 to order pizza. Where are we? Appetizers. Do they have their... Oh, I don't think they have their... Oh, rosemary bread. There it is. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna like this as much. It has Roma tomatoes on it. Oh, but you can take them off. So I could just do I could just do rosemary. Interesting. Okay, interesting. You can actually add chicken to your cheesy breadsticks. How much is this? How much is this? You can also add capers. I've never had capers. I don't think I would want that. $12.95. Goodness. Okay, probably not. That's expensive cheesy bread. How late is Moose's Tooth open? I think they close at midnight. But their kitchen is open until 10:30 or 11, something like that. I've had I one time didn't have any food at home, and I was going to order Moose's Tooth for dinner, and I took a 15-minute nap, and I woke up like 3 hours later, and it was like 10 o'clock. And I called up Moose's Tooth, and I was like, "Is your kitchen still open?" They were like, "Yes," and I was like, "Thank goodness." And I got my pizza. They were like, "Sweet," and so I pretty much drove over there and walked right in, and it was ready at that point. It's pretty late. Most of these places here close at 10. Yeah, it's a pretty like one. They're busy all of the time, but it's kind of like a let's see. Okay. Well, it says 10:30 a.m. to 11. So that's probably right. That probably makes more sense. It's 11. I'm sure they're like still closing down at midnight, but you know, they're busy pretty much from open to close. I don't think I've ever really gone to Moose's Tooth where I was like, wow, it's pretty empty. So they're like, I mean, it probably serves them to be open as long as they can. But it's also like, sometimes they have concerts there and stuff. Like they'll do concerts in their parking lot and stuff. So I think I don't know. They kind of have a neat feature. And I think maybe also because it's like a brewery also, I'm sure lots of people are like going there and are like staying there to just buy drinks and stuff. So, I don't know. But gosh, I can't wait. I love that for the past 40 minutes, I've just been almost talking about pizza the entire time, essentially. And Thanksgiving, but lots of pizza talk today. New game idea. It's like coffee talk, but pizza talk. And instead of a coffee shop, you make pizza for people. And you learn about them. That would actually be, I would play that. I'm going to pitch that to the devs. Or I'm going to become a dev. Though I feel like they would sue me because it's like clearly heavily inspired by Coffee Talk and it even has a similar name. So they would probably not like that. I would have to change the name maybe. By the way, I feel like there was some video game news that I was supposed to tell you guys that I remember hearing. I got exciting game news today. What is it? Lingo 2. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I saw you posted that in the Discord. I know what it was. The autumn sale. Steam autumn sale is now live. Have you guys checked out the sales? Is there anything that you have got? Hey, Peglin is on sale. I might get Peglin. I don't know if Too Much to Bear is still here, but I think he recommended Peglin. Peglin is like Peggle, but you're a goblin. And really, I don't know if there's anything beyond that. But hold on, I'm checking my... By the way, apparently if you go through your discovery queue on Steam, you can get some Autumn Sale 2024 stickers. Psychonauts 2 is 90% off. Goodness. That's very cheap. That is insane. When is the winter sale? Is that in like 2025? Is that like February or something? I was trying to remember. Yeah, that would make sense. Agatha Christie, Murder on the Orient Express, $10. I will probably pick that up. That is the cheapest it's ever been. I'm fairly positive. I've been looking to play that. Let's see, what else is on sale? That's on my list. At a good deal. Gunbrella is on sale. I've been wanting to play that. Sometimes I need to go through and remove things off of my wish list that I've gotten a code for. Let's see. Oh, some of the League of Legends games are on sale for pretty decent prices. The Mage Seeker. Been wanting to play. Wait, really? Oh yeah, it is over Christmas. That's so weird that it's like literally like just weeks away. I wonder like if some of these are, it's best to get like, should I get them now or should I get like, I don't know, I'll have to look. Next Fest is February. Ah, okay. I couldn't remember if the winter one was over Next Fest. That's why I thought it was maybe February. Bandle Tale is $10. That's the League of Legends Yordle game. That's like a farm sim. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes is less than $20. I remember Joss was saying really good stuff about it. I don't think I would like it because I feel like there's a lot of math puzzles. So Sassy, you might enjoy it. And then there's Spring Sale right after, and then Next Fest. Goodness, they love their sales, don't they? Ooh, Heaven's Vault is on sale. Yeah, there's a few of these that I might get. I'll have to check a look at this. Excuse me. I'm also trying not to buy try not to buy so much today. I'm shipping some Christmas gifts to Australia this year. And if I feel like it's going to be really expensive. So I'm trying to like I'm trying to wait until I know how much that's going to be. It's probably going to be a pretty penny, so we'll see. But friends, we can start getting into the game. We have, I think, 15 minutes until ads. Should we take our break now, or should we play for 15 minutes, then take a break? Maybe we'll break now. Would I play Psychonauts 2? I'm not sure. I'd have to think about that. But seems pretty cheap, though. I mean, 90% off. It would probably be the best time to get it. I'll take a look at it. I'll check a look. But okay, we'll go ahead and do our break now. We'll run ads, and then we'll come back and hop into some Chicken Please. I did start late, so I don't know how long we'll go, because I know a lot of you will probably be heading to sleep very soon, probably. But all right. Friends, if you need a stand-up, stretch, etc., now is the perfect time to go do so. And we will be RB.
This is your time, Jetpack Gang. Stand up, move around, grab a snack, hydrate. The stream will resume in just a few minutes. Why is that Garfield so muscular?
And welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a nice little break. A side note, I just read that Nintendo, no surprise, is going after a subreddit that's like, it's called Switch Pirates. It's basically like a piracy subreddit about like trading ROMs, which are like the game files, so that way people can download it and play it on emulators or whatever. Supposedly Nintendo's actually, so they took some like major pirate, I guess, just a pirate, to court, who was like kind of one of the lead people who were like taking games and ripping them and making ROMs for people to download and all that stuff and kind of distributing them. They took this guy to court, but it turns out he's like a moderator for this subreddit. And now Nintendo is has like subpoenaed Reddit to try to get the user information for like the people who are part of the subreddit, which is kind of wild. There's 200,000 people in the subreddit. So anyway, that is to say, if you're a Switch pirate, you know, just be careful. Be careful out there on the sailing the high seas, because Nintendo be wild. That's also to say, I feel like one thing it's so early internet was so different. I feel like than it is now. I feel like piracy is so brazen these days, with people like, I mean, congregating on like different community sites and whatever. It just is so out in the open. Where I feel like in the early internet, it was still like, I feel like piracy was something that like you knew was going on, but people didn't really talk about because it's like you're doing something illegal. So like, I don't know. So it's just interesting that nowadays it's just very like, it's very easy to find like, you know, piracy communities and all of that. But anyway, so we are playing Chicken Police. This is Into the Hive, which is the second game in the Chicken Police series. Basically, we are two chickens. We're Sonny Featherland, who's the main character, and then his partner Marty McChicken. We are investigating a couple of different cases. The main one being a beetle person died, and then his body was stolen, and we're trying to figure out what happened to his body, who took it, what happened to it, etc. Who you calling chicken? Oh, the chicken. And we're trying to investigate that, but we've been interrupted from that case by Blood Boiled, who's in the center of the screen. He's the like chief of police. He has asked us to kind of be bodyguards for this guy here in the middle named Lupus. He is a very famous actor, and he's been receiving threatening messages involving some blackmail, but they've like escalated now. And so we're here to movie premiere to watch out. Also, the king is here. The king is this guy right here, King Hector. And so yeah, we're kind of in the middle of this. We just talked to the king and his new counselor, Lady Kayla. And so and now we just got out of a conversation with them, and now we need to like re-chat with everybody. But that's kind of what's happening. We'll just make our way left to right, I say.
Hey, Lewis, you all right? You look a little lost.
Sure, Sonny. I'm more of an observer right now.
And this is Monica, who is she's like a clerk at the police station, but we asked her to come with us to the premiere.
You haven't really settled back into these circles yet, have you?
No, not at all. But I'll be honest, I'm a little embarrassed if that woman is here.
Which woman?
That woman. Lady Kayla, of course. Around her, the king is quite different. She makes my ears itch.
That's never a good sign.
No, it's not.
Do you think she's leading the king astray?
It's a strange thing. I wouldn't say that. Like she's doing nothing but charity and helping animals in need. Yet there's an inexplicably sinister aura about her.
I feel it too.
Because you've always had good instincts, Sonny.
And because he thinks everyone in the world is suspicious.
Oh, I almost didn't notice you. Hello, dear Monica.
It's all right. I'm just an observer myself, Mr. Hayworth.
I see.
I love Lewis. He's great.
No more questions. At least for now.
Then why was there a yellow dot there? What was I gonna say? I wonder if she's maybe behind the meat stuff. Hey, that's where.
Forgive me for rushing off so quickly last time. Now we have some privacy. But where's your partner?
Marty's got a bit of a weak stomach. He couldn't take all that syrupy chit-chat.
And who is this fine young lady?
Marty, we sent to go investigate the textile factory, which, for our people who haven't been watching, basically, the beetle, there's 2 different beetles who have died. There is a beetle detective that was a friend of ours. We found him in his apartment, and he had been like shot, and he was dying. And in his last dying words, he says stuff about how there's something going on with meat, which is it's MEAT, which is a meat substitute for the like meat eaters in this animal city. He says there's something weird going on, and we don't really know what it is. So we have asked him, or we're asking Marty to go investigate that while we're here, and so that way we can kind of, I think, keep an eye on the king, and you know, kind of watch out. So anyway,
Monica Rosen, ma'am.
Ah, Monica Rosen. Mother Hen on duty at the police station.
I beg your pardon?
Please don't take this the wrong way, but I have a personal acquaintance with Chief Inspector Bloodboil. He's told me a lot about you and nothing but good things.
Helene, welcome in. How are you? How have you been? I just wanted that to finish.
Monica's been helping me out while my partner's indisposed.
Oh, I quite understand. But please, I'm at your disposal. Ask me anything you want. I have a feeling that even though you're not here to work today, you have some rather interesting questions.
I always have, sweetheart.
Sonny, this woman makes my feathers stand on end.
Oh, come on. She's perfectly normal.
Did you hear the way she talked to me or to you? She looks down on everybody.
Don't judge, Mon. She may be gold on the inside.
Yeah. Then open your eyes and shake your head a little.
You think I'm gonna be charmed by a babe like her?
I don't know. Are you?
Never mind. Let's ask her while we still can.
Fine.
Never mind. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm doing good. Yeah, it's you know, today I'm doing good anyways. What have you been up to? Let us know. How has life been? Okay, I don't want to question her yet.
I know what I wanted to know. At least.
I want to talk to everyone else first.
Oh my goodness, aren't you
Shit.
Monica Rosen? I mean,
Oh boy.
Monica Rosen, the Velvet Queen?
The what?
Hello, Cassidy.
Wait a minute. You know each other?
That's an understatement, my friend.
Oh, no. Don't say you two are...
What? No, Sonny, what do you mean?
Well, you know, Monica was my... I mean, she was...
Yeah, you can say it out loud. I was your father's mistress a lifetime
What?
ago.
Come on, dear Monica, it wasn't that simple.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was. And that's the end of the subject.
Yes. Yes, of course. I get it. I understand, of course.
Good.
So what is this, velvet thing?
The Velvet Queen? Oh, well, I think you better hang on, Mr. Featherworld, because...
All right, stop right there. Sonny, come on, I want to talk to you in private. Cassidy, I'm coming for you too.
Hey, okay, take it easy.
Sonny,
I'm a little dizzy, I admit.
I don't blame you. Look, Sonny, what you heard is true.
You used to be his father's lover?
Just for a little while. I was just a young girl who'd been thrown out of the country and into the big city. I was a waitress in all sorts of dives for a while, and then someone discovered me. And then I did a review show at the Coconut Cauldron.
The Velvet Queen.
That was my stage name. A lifetime ago. And Lupus's father was kind, charming, rich, and a scumbag con man.
I see.
It was just a fling. Lots of money, glitter, and glamour. Movie premieres, expensive hotels, and then... well, in the end, the guy ran off and took everything with him.
What do you mean?
Well, I didn't have much money, but you know me. I'm thorough and organized, and when I do something, I do it right. I had savings. Quite a lot of savings, and a small inheritance, too.
And he left you broke?
Yep, that's it. I had to start all over again. But I was just a little girl. I had my whole life ahead of me, so I went for it. I knew I'd never be a showgirl again.
Does this have anything to do with what happened at the range? that you were so upset?
The whole town is covered in wolf commercials. And Cassidy's face, of course. When I knew him, he was just a young pup. But he's grown up now, and he reminds me of his father a lot. Not a great memory.
I'll bet. You know, it's weird, but somehow I never thought about you having a life before the police.
Look, Sonny, if you'd rather go it alone from now on, I totally understand.
What? No, of course not, Mon. It's out of the question. I still appreciate you being here. I really do.
Thanks, Boss Bird. And I'm sorry to dump all the dark stains of my past on you.
Come on, Mon. I've been doing the same with you since the day we met.
Well, that's true.
But if Marty finds out...
I beg your pardon?
What? No, nothing. My beak is sealed.
Right. Let's, forget about all this and focus
Oh
on
boy,
what
Marty
we're here
would've-
for, okay?
Okay.
Marty would have had a field day. I've been freelancing since March, so my time has been spent building that up. It's been a bit of a roller coaster. Oh boy, yeah, freelancing can be pretty wild. Are you enjoying it though? Are you having fun?
I'll leave him alone for now, but of course I'll keep an eye on him while I'm here.
What's this? You two together? Where's Martin?
Just powdering his beak, boss. And Monica and I were just talking.
You two aren't, how shall I put it, so you know that you...
We're getting married.
What? No, furry heavens, what are you thinking?
Hey, no need to deny it that hard.
I mean, no, nothing like that, sir.
I wondered if she was
What,
going to be upset by that.
Santino?
Well, it depends on what you were thinking.
You're the detective, find out.
That Monica and I, you know, that we're, romantically...
Go on.
But that's not it, I swear.
Yeah, Sonny, we got it. It's clear. Thank you.
Enough. I just wanted to see you blush, Santino. What a sight.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Let's see. Okay, there's a good question, her, but let's keep going.
Hey, Phil, what are you doing here?
Did you replace Marty? Too bad. Next to a pretty flower like that, you look even worse than before.
Oh, thanks for the compliment, Philip.
Just Philmar. I no longer use that dusty old name.
I understand. Old names are associated with old sins, am I right?
You know a lot more than all of us, Monica.
Thanks, Philmar.
Hey, can I get you some champagne? I'm feeling a bit redundant.
Oh, hello, Sonny.
You didn't answer my question. What are you doing here?
Me? Nothing, really. I worked for someone recently, a secret benefactor who threw me a ticket. Thought I'd check out what this big fuss is about, and it's kind of a letdown.
Your story is plausible.
Believe it or not.
You're not even trying anymore, are you?
We're old, Sonny. We've done this tango too many times.
All right. Enjoy the party, Nighthawk. See you later.
As long as there's champagne, I'll be here.
Just leave some for everyone else.
Fuck you, Sonny.
Goodness.
Just one more thing.
Tell me, my darling.
Don't you find it strange that we always end up in the same place?
I'm just always one step ahead, aren't I?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Simple coincidences, Sonny boy. It's a small town.
This town is gigantic, Phil. Just as gigantic as your stupidity.
Well, I'm not gonna argue with that.
And you evaded the subject again.
Oh, I'm such a professional, right?
Right. I have
there
nothing
more?
to say to him at the moment.
And the lady, who is she? Yeah, a bit ordinary, gray, but she has color. Yes, she has. I could definitely see her on the screen.
Excuse me. Don't give me that look. I'm not a piece of furniture.
And she stings. Ouch. Even better.
Let's go, Sonny. This guy's just a simple bubblehead.
Maybe you're right, but this bubblehead can make you a very rich lady.
His voice sounds
Yeah,
familiar.
No thanks. I've had the pleasure of dealing with your kind in the past.
Well, this ship has sailed, Mr. Vidor. Bon voyage.
I'm sorry. I hope I haven't offended the lady. You know, all these years in showbiz, and you inevitably see products everywhere instead of people.
I'll be lurking. It's nearly 1 a.m. Oh goodness. Well, please get some rest. I'm glad that you're loving freelancing. But thank you for hanging out and stopping. It's always good to see you. We'll see you around.
You know, I'd even accept your apology, but you're still talking about me as if I'm not standing here in front of you.
Well, how about I try apologizing more? Let's say over dinner.
Until you're the one being served, we're not meeting at a table.
Ouch.
Ouch indeed.
Dang. Dang, Monica.
I got what I wanted from him.
Ah, Monica Rosen. Are you two together? I couldn't predict this in my books. You know, you've always been a minor character.
Miss Marble.
Wow.
Really? Interesting. You've always been, rather minor, too.
Huh? Monica's just helping me with a few things.
Of course. And what can I help you with?
Mr. Lupus has been threatened by someone.
Really? Oh well, I'm not surprised.
And you have no idea what these threats were all about? A photograph.
Yes, and?
You have any idea what kind of picture it was?
No point in playing this game. It was a picture of me. Or rather, it was him and me. In a quite unambiguous position. But I didn't know what the picture would be used for.
You mean you knew they were taking a picture of you?
Of course, Birdie. Why else do you think I would have had an affair with that ripoff? The fur on the back of my neck stands up just thinking about it.
And somebody paid you. Who was it?
I have no idea. I never saw them. All instructions came in letters. And the money. A lot of money.
Damn letters. Did you see anything interesting in them?
Look, I'm a crime fiction writer. I know exactly what I'm supposed to notice. There is nothing you can use as a clue in your little investigation.
And how did you manage to reel Mr. Lupus in?
That wasn't hard. That tail-wagging dog is a sucker for all things feline. As soon as he sees a whisker or a fluffy tail, he loses his mind.
Tap, welcome in, Tap. How are you? How's your day? What's been the highlight? How are you? Hope you're having a good one. Are you doing stuff for Thanksgiving? Hope you're having a good one. I'm gonna be buying some pizza tonight. I'm very excited about that. I can almost smell it. I feel like I can almost smell the pizza if I think about it hard enough.
I feel sorry for poor Faye, because she'll never get that out of her husband's head.
I see. Well, thank you, Meredith. You've been surprisingly helpful.
You're welcome, Detective. And Miss Rosen. Now, if you'll excuse me. Anything else, Mr. Featherland? Or can I call you Sonny? After all these years.
As you wish, Meredith. But, I'm busy now.
Do what you do best, Sonny.
You mean drink and grieve in a corner? I'd rather investigate.
Oh, yes. Your famous sense of humor.
Highlight of my day. I got to share my Kendrick Lamar obsession and give them a recap on the beef this year. It's been a fixation all year. That's incredible. It's so funny because I don't really listen to like a lot of rap, but I feel like I've heard so much about all of that. That it just seems like I don't know. I don't know all of the details. Like, I haven't listened to any of the songs or whatever. But I feel like I've just heard of all the, like, back and forth. Well, if you ever want to know, I want you to make, like, a YouTube video where you can just, like, a full deep dive. That's what I need. Just, like, a full deep dive video where you can explain everything, and I can just sit there and just be like, okay. I do love a good deep dive video, so, on, like, random topics. So I would be very interested in something like that. But yeah, I really don't. It's also funny because I know, like, Drake is suing Spotify and Kendrick for something. Which I feel like all it does is it brings more attention to those, like, tracks, I guess. But as far as Thanksgiving goes, I'm keeping things chill. It's my first true day off in a while, so I'm gonna take it easy. Gonna see my sister and her kids. That's it. That's excellent. The Barbra Streisand effect, yes. It's definitely, like, I don't know. It's one of those things where if you, like, it's best to just ignore that stuff because it'll just go away eventually, or, like, I don't know. You then just, like, end up bringing attention to it, like, more attention to it, and it just seems like, I don't know. Drake needs a good publicist and, like, advisor, because it doesn't seem like he's making good decisions. Funniest thing to me about all of this is Drake pestered Kendrick into responding when this all started. Right! I think I remember hearing something about that. Have they been, like, feuding for long? Like, has this always been a beef between them? But that's awesome. I hope Thanksgiving is a really easy day. I hope it's very stress-free, and I hope you enjoy your day off. Do you also get Friday off as well? Like, are you getting a long weekend, or do you have to go back to work? Because that would be no fun. Really, I really do want you to make a video for me where I can just sit and listen to all of it. I will watch, like, deep dive videos on theme parks and, like, why, you know, how they got to certain rides, or, like, how Avatar Land was built and all of that. And I, like, don't care about theme parks. Like, I don't really, like, I'm not a theme park head. I've only been to Disney World, like, twice, and that's it. So I don't know. I think it goes all the way back to 2009-ish. I'm not 100% sure, but it's been understated for a while. This year's when it finally came to a head. Yeah, it seems that way. I remember, yeah, it was earlier this year. Yeah, when all of those came out. Didn't Drake also, like, put out, like, a rebuttal, if you will? But, like, it didn't do well? Is that what I'm thinking of? Or did he ever respond in music? In a musical form? Or was it just, like, cracks and knuckles? Just typing over there, is just furiously typing. Yeah, that's, I don't know. That stuff's so interesting to me. Like, beefs and feuds and things. Like, I don't know. Just seems so, like, seems so strange. Oh, by the way, Sassy, are you around? I remembered something that I was going to tell you, if you are. Pal World, which, if you recall, is the, like, Pokemon-like game, but it's, like, more of a survival game. I streamed it earlier this year. Pal World is doing a crossover with Terraria. And I saw that, and I was like, I don't know what's happening. But yeah, I've seen a couple of screenshots, and it's like, how? I don't really know. Hold on. Pal World Terraria. Yeah, okay, so it's coming out in 2025. There will be some update. I wonder if there's also going to be something for Pal World in Terraria. Anyway, I saw a screenshot, and I wonder if maybe it was just like a joke render or something that someone made. I'm not seeing it here. It was just a joke. Where is that? If I search for Terraria. I don't see the image anymore. Weird. Anyway, I thought you'd be interested in that, or like at least I thought, think that is interesting. So there might, I assume there will be some Pal World stuff added to Terraria. Anyway, as well as it looks like, Terraria stuff in Pal World. There's a lot to this, but the quickest to summation, I'm about to sneeze. I'm fighting it off. Is after Drake was begging Kendrick to drop, Kendrick finally did, warned him not to go too far or he'd go further. Drake did respond. 15 minutes later, Kendrick dropped a response. Listen, 24 hours later, dropped another, which is probably the one you heard, not like us. Yeah, I think so. Drake's last response came out a few days later and essentially was summed up as, "Nuh-uh, we fed you that info to make me look bad so that you look bad." Ah, the double cross. The double play. I see. Uh-huh. I believe that for sure. I'm curious. Yeah. Joke's on you. I was only pretending to be an idiot. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's the very unbelievable. What in the world? That's so wild to me. The whole diss tape, diss track stuff is just such a, like, it's so interesting because I don't really like get it, I guess. Like I just don't understand like celebrity beefs, but anyway, that's very interesting. I know Drake's kind of shady, so I feel like, and I honestly know nothing about Kendrick Lamar. I feel like I don't really know, much about him at all. So, but I know Drake's a bit shady. So strange. When are you dropping your diss track about me, Tap? When's that happening? I've been obsessed. I've loved Kendrick since his album Dang. I was like, he has an album called Dang. Incredible. And he's sort of quiet since his previous album, Mr. Morale. The beef sparked so much music from Kendrick. It's been a good year. Oh, that's good. At least it's got the creative juices flowing. That's at least the benefit of it. Also, I like that you kept using the word dropped, because it makes me think of 30 Rock. There is a character. It's Tracy Morgan's wife in the show. She gets her own like reality show, and then in turn gets like a she decides to drop like an album, and at some point they're asking her about it, and she says, my single is dropping. And Liz Lemon is like, what? Did that make any kind of sense to anybody? And she goes, my single is called My Single is Dropping. And it's dropping. It's just, anyway. It's so that just it just cracks me up. So anyway, when people say something dropped, I always go back to that. Anyway, such a funny show. I was watching clips of 30 Rock. Was that yesterday? Might have been. I think I was watching clips of it yesterday, and I was just like, gosh, this show is just so wild at times. I feel like there are some things that, like, I mean, I think would surely be offensive to a lot of people, but it's just such a funny show. But yeah, we need some beef, Tap. We're about to have some beef the other day. I kind of forget what it was about, but we you know. I'm not really good at rapping, but I'll write you a sonnet. a diss sonnet. If you ever want a taste of Kendrick's music, Reincarnated off the latest album is a good starting point. Good representation of his intensity and meaningful lyrics. I'll have to check that out. Can we exchange diss tracks via poems? Yes. I'm sure you've heard the meme, or seen the meme that's like, you know, diss tracks are really like two men writing poems about each other or something. Something to that effect. It's like, I guess that is true. I suppose that's fair. Yeah, I don't think you make me so mad. I'm gonna spend 6 minutes singing about it. I know. Just kiss already, you know? Just do that instead. Gosh. I don't know. I can't, yeah. It'd be funny if, like, I want somebody to, like, if I wanted to see, like, a celebrity beef, I would want something like Eminem versus, like, you know, like Elton John or something. Even though I feel like they're friends, but like, because what I would want to see is like Eminem drops like a diss track against Elton John, but then Elton John releases like a musical number. That I think would be very entertaining. That is something that I would get invested in. If it was like two different genres of music, like going back and forth, that would be so fascinating. I think Eminem's dropping raps, and then it's just like Elton John releases music videos with like stage performances and stuff. It'd be incredible. I was about to say that's an interesting pairing. Elton John, I think, helped M with a lot of recovery stuff. Yeah, I was trying to think of like who would be somebody who would do some kind of like more like musical numbers and that kind of stuff. And I was like, actually, I almost thought of Anna Kendrick because she was in Pitch Perfect. I was like, she doesn't write stuff. But that would be funny because Kendrick Lamar and Anna Kendrick, you know, so many Kendricks involved in beefs. But I can't, like, I don't know like musicals enough to know, like, to say like, this person who, you know, maybe if it was like Phil Collins, Eminem and Phil Collins. That would be incredible. Is Phil Collins still alive? So I think they would have fun sparring beef for sure. That actually would be probably pretty fun. They'd probably poke a lot of fun at each other. Anna Kendrick versus Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick versus Kendrick. Yes, but he's looking his age a lot more than ever. Oof. He was already kind of old. How old is he? Phil Collins. He is 73. Okay, that makes sense. Because he was kind of old during Tarzan. If he is... When was he born? 1951. How old was he in 1999? That's apparently when Tarzan came out. 1951. How old in 1999? He was 48. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. That seems about right then. I'm sure there's probably an easier way to do that math, but why not just ask Google? Yeah, Phil Collins versus Eminem. That is something I would like to see. I want, like, Eminem writing raps and then Phil Collins writing, like, ballads. And I feel like that would just be incredible. That's something I would like to see. If I was in charge of Hollywood, or if I had just tons of money, that's what I would spend my money on. Is setting up celebrity beefs that are like odd pairings that people are like, does Eminem even know Phil Collins? Like, why are they beefing? How do they even know each other? Like, I'm sure they've probably been at the same, like, music awards, but, like, there's been no reports of them ever interacting. That's the kind of Hollywood I want. Or, like, I feel like, you know who would probably be great in a beef? I can't think of her name. I'm sure someone in chat knows. She's a younger artist. I think she was on Nickelodeon. She was known for having bows in her hair, like a giant bow. And her hair was like pulled back very tightly. Does that sound familiar to anybody? I feel very old right now. But I cannot think of her name. I feel like she would be good in a beef with somebody. And by that I mean I think she would do terribly in the beef, but I think it'd be fun to watch. Hold on. I'm gonna have to search music artist bow girl Nickelodeon. JoJo Siwa. That's who I'm thinking of. I think JoJo Siwa versus like someone like really intense, like Dr. Jay-Z. I was gonna say like Dr. Dre or somebody, like Jay-Z. Yeah, Jay-Z versus JoJo Siwa would be incredible. Like she would just get annihilated. I don't think she would realize that she was getting annihilated, but it would be something that I would personally be invested in. Comes out of rap retirement to beef against Siwa. That would be incredible. You guys cannot, like, no one could deny that. That is exactly the type of entertainment I want. So, anyway. Needless to say, it's very interesting, the Drake and Kendrick stuff. I'll have to, let's see, Reincarnated. I'll have to look up that song. To get a good idea of Kendrick's music. And Secret, welcome in. How are you? We were just talking about Jay-Z having a beef with JoJo Siwa. And not that that's real, but how cool that would be. How much fun that could be. I feel like I'd actually pay attention to news if that was being covered. Otherwise, I just ignore news almost entirely. I think also, I was watching 30 Rock clips, and I heard a line that was like, I need to use this. I need to use this line in the future. A character asks Liz Lemon something that's been going on in current events, and she goes, she's like, what? Like, I haven't heard of that. And they're like, don't you watch the news? And her response is, Food Network doesn't have a news show. And I thought that, I was like, hilarious. What a great line. I need to use that in the future. If somebody ever asks me if like, don't you watch the news or something, I need to say something to that effect. Food Network doesn't have a news show. And she says it with such a straight face. If you guys have not watched 30 Rock, highly recommend. There are so many lines now that, like, I'll rewatch clips and I'll be like, I did not even get this line at the time. Like, it just completely passed over my head. There was a scene where Jenna, who's like she's supposed to be an actress on the show. Jenna is explaining to Liz Lemon what a cougar is, like an older woman. And she was explaining it, and she was like, yeah, Time Magazine did a whole article on how like cougars are so like they don't have enough attention, or like they're just not known enough. People aren't talking enough about cougars or whatever. She was like, oh yeah, Time Magazine did an article about cougars. It was the one with the cover on the like the starving children from some country. And she goes, man, I really wish there was more awareness about, and then you imagine she's about to say something like these starving children, and she's like, man, I really wish there was just more awareness out there on cougars. and I've like seen that episode multiple times, and I never realized that, like, it's obviously being like, you imagine she's gonna say something about, you know, this charity of you know, for kids who are starving or whatever, but no, she's talking about cougars. Anyway, I love that show so much. Highly recommend. If you've never watched 30 Rock, please go watch it. It is, I think, one of the most consistently funny shows I've ever watched. First season, the first couple of episodes are kind of like iffy, I think, but then after like the first 2 episodes, I think it finds its footing, and it's like excellent the entire way through. Incredible. You know how like a lot of shows, the last season is sort of like, everyone's like, the last season's not very good, don't watch it. The last season of 30 Rock is equally as good. They start doing like some random live episodes, and it's just so good. Anyways, we can head back to the game. Sorry for getting distracted, everybody. But you know that's what we do. Okay, we're done talking to Meredith. I now need to question Lady Kayla.
Or rather, Lady Kayla. She has an almost otherworldly superiority, with the king as her lapdog. It'd be easy to appeal to her vanity, but it could backfire. This woman is smart, very smart, and she's cunning too. Not just because she's a fox. So I'll have to be careful. I need to soften her up first, work on her ego, and when she's vulnerable, hit her with the hard questions. I may never get the chance to question an animal of her class again, so I better do this right.
I feel like this is going to be difficult.
Are you here in a private or an official capacity?
You mean, am I the king's companion or his advisor?
You could put it that way.
Foggy phrasing, foggy answer. Both. And maybe neither.
I'm gonna be in trouble here.
I'm just kidding, Detective. And how about you? Are you here as a police officer or as a simple citizen?
As a
Police
simple
officer.
citizen, I'd be snoring in an armchair with a half-empty bottle in my hand.
You can't be that cliched.
Unfortunately, I am.
Well then, ask me anything you like. In your official capacity.
How can I refuse that offer? Let's see.
Oh, so we're starting like kind of low, I feel like. appeal to her vanity, but that could backfire. So he said, work on her ego, and when she's vulnerable, let's see, how did you end up in cahoots with the king? So the king was your target from the start. Okay, that's not the way. You're exactly the kind of woman who fits in with barons and kings.
You know, you're exactly the kind of woman who fits in with the barons and kings.
I know you're just trying to flatter me, but I like it anyway. What can I say? I'm a vain woman. But you forgot to ask me your question.
Yes, I did. So, how did you get in touch with the king? How many fancy parties did you have to attend before you, accidentally bumped into him?
It was quite different, Mr. Featherland. You see, I just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Please don't take this the wrong way, sweetheart, but you're the type of woman around whom coincidences just don't happen.
You don't really believe in them, do you?
Let's just say coincidences don't fit into my line of work.
Believe it or not, my church was still very small when the king found out about it. At that time, I was still giving spiritual support to ordinary individuals.
Spiritual support, huh? And that's what the king needed?
Oh, yes. You have no idea what a burden the weight of the crown is. And I like to help where I can.
Hey, plus 30, that's good. How are you enjoying this game? I'm very much enjoying it. I played the first game a long time ago, and I really enjoyed the writing. Like the one, because I love like noir detective films. Things like Maltese Falcon and that era of film. I feel like the writers do an excellent job of kind of like nailing the vibe and the lingo, the hard-boiled like slang and stuff. They do such a good job, and so I love that. I know the game itself. I remember the first time I saw this game, it was actually Dex Bonus who's playing it, and I was just like, what am I looking at right now? Because the characters are so weird. I was like, because the main character is a chicken, well, has a chicken head, but it's on a human body. And so I was just like, what is this? So like, I like the art style and like the characters and stuff. At first, I was just like, this is so strange. But like, once you kind of move past it, it just is then like a really kind of deep and dark detective story. It is a pretty like dark storyline, I think. It's darker than you would imagine, being like, because all the characters are like weird anthropomorphic animal people. But I don't know, it's kind of an intense, First game was very good, and I'm enjoying this one too a lot. But yeah, I think it's also very funny though. Like they have so many great puns and stuff. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's been great. Plus, I get to use some of my detective abilities, which I think is I like using that muscle.
What kind of church are we talking about?
Oh, and the voice
Beyond
acting
what
is
the
great.
slogans say.
The new Unity Church offers unity in a world where everything is about separation and hostility.
Which means...
You're a very objective animal. Am I right?
Let's just say I'm a bird who'll let pretty words roll right off him if they don't have any real meaning.
And like, for example, like in a lot of like noir detective films, we were talking about this the other day, there's usually like a femme fatale character, and like they've had a couple, but like I would say this Kayla is like perfect example of like what a femme fatale is. And how they're used in like those types of detective stories and stuff. So like, it's like perfect. Like as somebody who enjoys that era of film or that like genre of media, I think I like playing this because it's like, it's so, they hit the tropes just perfectly. So I'm a big fan.
Our organization is here to help. Mental comfort, but also financial aid. We clothe, we shelter, we feed those in need. You see, in the Hive, we have already set up 4 homeless shelters and 2 orphanages.
And also, because I was saying the story's kind of like dark and heavy, like the universe itself kind of intrigues me because like the Hive, which is what she mentioned, is essentially a ghetto for insect people. Because in world, most of the I don't know whether to call them animals or people, but most of the animal people are like racist and discriminate against the insect people. And so it's like weird, like in our warnings for the game, I've included like in-world racism because it's sort of odd. But like, I don't know, some of it's just like, this is so involved and all of that, but I don't know. We've talked to like gang leaders already, and like it's just so
really. That sounds nice. But isn't the Hive dangerous for the poor and needy these days?
And that is why we operate there, Mr. Featherland, to ease tension.
But shouldn't those who are in danger be evacuated?
We don't believe in running away from trouble, Detective. We face it.
Ah, so you're warriors too.
Only if it's necessary, Mr. Featherland.
So your organization is the cure for the city's illness? Impeccable timing for the misery that's in the Hive. What about the riots? Aren't they bad for business? Maybe this first one? Because that sounds like... if we're trying to play to her ego. I think impeccable timing for the misery that's in the Hive sounds more suspicious. This one I don't really know what this one would be. Like, what about the riots? Aren't they bad for business? So I'm gonna say, I don't know, he might say this in a way that's like, ah, so your organization's the cure for the city's illness? It might sound more sarcastic.
Would you say your organization is the cure for the city's illness?
We are not naive, Mr. Featherland. The city's problems are so deep-rooted that they cannot be fixed in just a few years. But we're not afraid to take responsibility. If it takes a decade, it takes a decade, but eventually, Clawville will be something different.
Different? How exactly?
We can go back to our old values, to the dream Clawville was built on. Equality, fellowship, shared fulfillment.
That does sound good. How's it going? Because all I see from here is flames.
Don't be so cynical, Mr. Featherland. Believe me, the signs are there. You just have to look for them.
I'll try, once I've wiped the ashes from my eyes.
Dang. Oh, that was... okay, good. We chose well. See, that's like, I would say, you know, him saying that he needs to wipe the ashes from his eyes. That's like such a good detective, I don't know, noir mood. I don't know. How's your great healing crusade
How's your great healing crusade going?
Unfortunately, we're only treating the symptoms for now, Mr. Featherland. But that's changing.
What do you mean?
We're radically changing the way the animals of this city think. And we've started in the Hive.
Because the desperate are easily radicalized?
Because the desperate need help and guidance the most.
But they don't have much choice, do they?
The city doesn't have a choice, Mr. Featherland. Either let it be overrun by filth, or look to the glory of the past. Brace itself and confront the evil.
Confront? Well, you just a charity, right? Or you mean the riots?
Violence is not always the answer to violence.
Not always. Is it sometimes?
You, Mr. Featherland, like twisting words beyond recognition, don't you?
Busted, baby. It's my favorite hobby.
Tell me about a little bit about your past. Any shady details? That can't be the right option. Have you always been religious?
Have you always been religious?
You mean in my past? As a child?
Exactly.
I was born into a religious family, yes. Although I always found the Clawville common religion rather old-fashioned and shabby. I thought so as a child. I could see that it was not keeping up with the crazy changes in the world.
What are you driving at?
Our religion is a religion of extremes. Destruction and creation. I've always believed that these two extremes do exist and need each other. There is a real middle ground, paved with gold.
Hence the sheep and wolf on your posters. One body with two heads.
The lamb and the wolf living together in the same body is the perfect example of who we are. We are animals. We are savages. But if we recognize and accept ourselves and stop trying to be something we're not, we could become enlightened.
Everyone equal.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
This city was built on that dream, sweetheart. And as I see it, it's rapidly falling apart.
That's exactly why we're here. We want to change that.
Woo! Okay, we made it to the yellow. That's good. Do the gangs in the Hive interfere with your ambitions? And the gangs, are you okay with them terrorizing the Hive? You essentially live with the Hive gangs, and I'm supposed to believe you don't blow a whistle with them. A weird question. Has there been a bear yet? Not in this game. In the first game, there's an owl named Dr. Bubo. He's actually in this game. He is married to Ursula, who is a bear. But she has not been seen in this game yet. But we otherwise we haven't seen a bear, I don't think. But there are bears in this universe, for sure. I'm gonna go with the first one.
How about the fact that one of the most dangerous and influential gangs has taken up residence in the Hive? Doesn't this harm your ambitions?
You mean the Golden Fang clan?
Their leader, Mick, is an old acquaintance. We took out his boss.
And you should be proud of what you've accomplished. Although your actions have set off an avalanche that's accelerated the process.
You think it's our fault the city's run by criminal gangs?
No, not at all. I simply said you accelerated it. A process that was going to happen eventually. For that I am grateful. Thanks in part to you, the church is thriving. If it weren't for you, there wouldn't be so many desperate souls wanting redemption.
I don't know what to make of that.
Be proud of it. You're making your mark, Mr. Featherland. No one can doubt that.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of the clan?
Whilst the clan and the Great Web are busy fighting their petty battles, they're not bothering the common folk.
That's a dashingly optimistic statement.
Perhaps. Or maybe it's just practical.
Ooh, look, we're at plus 40. I don't know if we've gotten to that point before. That she's tricky. She's tricky.
Why do I get the feeling that you're not only King Hector's advisor, but something
Catch
a little bit
on the
more?
flippy flip.
Now you're turning
for the lurk.
tabloid journalist. But yes, as the press have been gossiping for a while now, Hector and I are closely connected, spiritually speaking.
Oh, that's quite an elegant way of putting it. So you're his mistress.
Perhaps one day I'll be his wife.
That would look pretty good on your resume. 2 years leader of a small church, then queen. Quite a career.
Tell me, Mr. Featherland, based on what we just talked about, do you think I'm such a simple, gold-digging harlot?
Simple? No, I wouldn't say that.
What is surprising about a man and a woman who've worked together closely for a long time, slowly starting to feel something for each other? You've never been in that situation? Or are you in it right now?
Get out of my head.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So, are we done here?
I think we are. I think we're done here, although I admit I have more questions than answers.
But you said yourself, this isn't a real interrogation.
It isn't. Basically, we were just having a nice chat.
Whatever you say, Mr. Featherland. And I'm pleasantly surprised.
That's delightful.
Don't you feel the same way?
Oh, I don't judge so hastily, sweetheart. But it was a valuable conversation, that's for sure.
You seem so stiff on the outside. But I think, no, I feel that inside the opposite is true. You're very emotional and vulnerable.
Good to know. You see?
Oh,
that's
as
what I'm
three
talking
neutrals.
about.
Well, maybe... Oh, well, I got 5 stars. So I think I just did the best. Because they force you to ask 3 questions that were, I guess, were kind of just neutral. So, excellent. Look at me go. Kind of seems to be useful with vain individuals. Although I have a feeling I might have learned more from her. But I also have a feeling I'll see her again. I feel like she must know about our ex-wife. Or wife.
This was fun. I mean that, honestly.
No offense, sweetheart, but you're not easy to figure out.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you, Mr. Featherland.
But I must ask you this. Do you really think the city needs to be reborn?
Absolutely. And rebirth must always come with sacrifice.
That sounds, kind of ominous.
There's little reason for optimism, is there? I think we should look forward and strive for a better future. But if we sit and wait, life will pass us by. We have to do something about it.
Yeah, well, we can agree on that.
Glad to hear it, Mr. Featherland.
Detective! And your lovely lady partner. How can I help you?
Well, Your Majesty, I just thought, as this is a special and hardly repeatable occasion for me, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Oh, of course, I'd be delighted.
Unfortunately, Hector, I mean His Majesty, is extremely tired. Am I not right?
Oh, that's true, dear, but, I don't think it would be a problem if...
No, this is not the time. The inspector can make an appointment for an audience later. It's been a long night, and it's far from over.
Oh, right, yes, it is. Lady Kayla's right. Sorry, Detective Inspector, I'm extremely tired. Perhaps next time.
Well, if that's what you really want.
Yes, I think I do.
All right. Have a good evening, Your Majesty.
What was that?
Exactly what you think, Sweetbeak. She had him wrapped perfectly around her silky fingers and was rubbing it in our faces.
It was like a movie. Totally surreal.
Maybe that's the point. She's showing off her authority. She's showing us that she can do anything.
But why?
Because she's a predator to the core. She likes to toy with her prey.
I don't like where this is going, Sonny.
I don't either.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The much-anticipated film is about to begin.
It is sure to be an amazing experience. Am I right, Your Majesty?
What? Oh, yes, of course. Sounds wonderful. I can't wait to see it.
Finally. I thought it would never start.
Darling, you'll see this is well worth the wait.
See you after the film.
No way, Sonny. Marty's not here anyway, so I'll sit next to you. I promised I'd take care of you, didn't I?
Come on, you don't have to look after me. That's not why I...
Shh, shh, shh. I'm coming with you.
Okay. I hope you don't mind if I snore.
Oh, don't worry. I'll elbow you in the side.
Boss, you never told me you knew this, Lady Kayla.
Well, I only know her superficially, but my wife goes to a church.
Your wife joined the new Unity Church?
Join? No, not to my knowledge, but all are welcome there. I myself once attended.
Cluck me.
You just keep your beak out of everything, understand? Besides, aren't you supposed to be looking out for the wolf?
Wolf? Oh, yeah. I'm looking out for him. He's, somewhere in the crowd. Oh, I just saw him. Or was it him?
Sonny, behave.
Don't pull my tail, Santino, or I'll chew you to pieces.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody else? The king.
Maybe later.
Okay. Movie time. I wonder if we'll get to see...
The balcony? Well, this is something. I thought I was sitting with the boss.
Won't old Blood Boil be barking if you're not with him?
Probably. But he'll get over it.
Wow. You know, I've never seen you like this.
Like what? Helping a friend?
No, I was thinking more like...
What?
It's like, well, I don't know. You're, liberated and, spontaneous.
That's cute. But, shh. The movie's about to start.
Cluck. This crowd. It makes me feel scratchy.
Sonny, why didn't you ever tell me you were afraid of crowds?
I'm not.
I know you are, so don't play stupid. From now on, I won't send you into situations like this.
Wait, and have everyone think I'm a freak? No thanks.
Don't be such a baby. Nobody thinks that.
I didn't even tell Marty, who's like a little brother to me. The guys at the station and the press, they'd tear me apart.
Maybe. Anyway, thanks for telling me.
But I didn't.
You did, but not with words, Sonny. The point is, I'm here. You're gonna be fine. If you panic, I'll get you out of here.
Thanks, Sweetbeak.
You're welcome, you big dumb bird.
Are these two gonna get together?
The movies really imprison the souls of us animals. There are tribes in the colonies that believe that. It's a pretty nice place, I'll give it that.
What is it?
Nothing. This is a strange situation. And I can't even see Cassidy from here. What if they try to kill him during the movie? Who booked me this seat?
You really think someone's trying to kill Cassidy?
I don't know. That's the tough thing about paranoid people. Are their fears real or just fiction?
Then how about we just try to enjoy the movie?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's my job, and...
When was the last time you let yourself loose, huh? Seriously. And I don't mean the drinking yourself under the table alone kind of letting loose.
A lifetime ago.
Exactly. Then just sit back, stop thinking about lupus, and stare at the screen. That's what they do in the movies. Anyway, the place is crawling with cops and secret agents.
Secret agents?
Forget it, Sonny. Just watch the movie.
Okay, Mon. You got a deal. Thanks for coming, Mon. Really.
You're welcome, Boss Bird. Now be quiet.
Movie time? I feel like something bad's gonna happen. El move. Is he falling asleep? No.
That was...
Awful.
Oh.
So tacky.
And so long.
And, romantic.
Yeah, but not in a good way.
No, not in a good way. Marty would have loved it.
Don't you feel a little guilty about that?
Yeah, it's killing me.
Okay, let's get out of here.
I'm with you. I get chicken skin just looking at all these animals bustling around. Let's go.
Oh, here we go.
Here you are, finally.
Hey, what happened?
He's dead.
What? Who's dead?
Me. Well, no, not me, but almost.
Cassidy,
Yes?
take a deep breath and slowly tell me what happened.
Okay. You're right. So? See, my double. He's dead.
He died? Where?
In the studio. At the film studio where we shot El Wolf.
Is he still there?
Yes, as far as I know. I haven't told the police yet. I'm telling the police right now.
Take it easy. Big breath.
I am calm. Thanks, Monica. You were always so good at this. Remember when...
Okay, we're not gonna get into that now.
Listen, Cassidy, you got a car?
Of course I do. You think I took the bus or what?
Okay, we'll hop in your car and we're on our way.
What? No. No, we're not. My car is a two-seater sports cabriolet, and I'm not leaving Cassandra alone.
Okay, that makes sense. Ah, damn it. Marty took mine.
We can take my car. I'll come back for the boss later.
You sure you don't mind?
But I'm driving.
You got a deal. Let's go.
I'm following you closely.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what to say. This really happened. Anyway, let's move on.
Her driving. Looks like she can barely see over the wheel.
El Wolf was filmed here. I recognize this set.
You do? You're a better detective than me.
Well, if you didn't snore through the movie, you'd recognize it too.
Who, me? I didn't fall asleep.
Oh, come on. You don't have to act in front of me, Boss Bird. Although the location is perfect for it.
Okay, you got me. If one of these collapsed, it could crush someone.
Do you think they could make it look like an accident?
Exactly. But I'm guessing they didn't care.
Or they were trying to send a message.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my beak. I'd like to have a good look around first.
Okay. Bloodstain.
It's amazing how much money they put into these sets.
Yeah. Whole teams work on them, often for weeks or months. It's really amazing.
But what's the point?
Well, maybe these epic productions are a little over the top, but, you know, these pictures give a lot of animals purpose and hope.
Or maybe these pictures are just blinding them
Titan,
to what's in
welcome
front
in.
of their eyes.
Maybe. But is that so wrong?
Ah, cluck. I don't know. Sometimes I guess it's better to numb reality.
The truth is somewhere between the two extremes, Chief.
Yeah, you're right.
Titan, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving. If I don't see you tomorrow, hope you're having a good one. Let's see.
I've always wondered what goes on behind the scenes. You know how these epic movies are made?
The way I see it, with blood and sweat.
Sonny, don't be so tasteless.
Okay, you're right.
They seem to go from here to the set.
Yeah, the tracks are heading toward the dressing rooms.
This could be where he was attacked.
Pretty good bet. Looks like he was struck here.
Maybe he leaned on this before running for the dressing rooms.
Do you have any big Thanksgiving plans? What are you up to for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, did I look at everything? Oh.
Is that blood?
Or ketchup. Most likely blood.
Looks like he fell here.
Yeah, he spilled some blood, got up, and walked on. So, he was attacked from behind.
But he made it to the back alive, to the dressing rooms.
Exactly. So they didn't want him dead right away.
It would have been quite dramatic here in the middle of the set.
A worthy message. But they didn't. There has to be a reason.
Oh, dear Percy.
So, what's next?
Well, there's nothing left to do but look at the body.
May the great wild ones have mercy on us.
Gonna have it at my brother's place. Should be cool. Oh, that's awesome. That'll be fun. What's your favorite, like, Thanksgiving dish?
Oh my goodness. To think that someone was actually killed here.
You've never seen a dead body before, have you?
I didn't say that.
So you have been in a similar situation?
Once, yes.
Oh.
They made us sign a paper saying we couldn't talk about it, and I'm doing that.
Probably
I don't
the
like to
train
reminisce
game.
about that horrible train ride anyway. Oh no, I've slipped up.
That's all right, miss. I think I know what train journey you
I really
need.
want to play it.
It's like death is on our trail these days, although it's a terrible thing to say.
Calm yourself, Miss Faye. With Sunny Featherland on the case, it won't happen again.
Really? Oh, that's good to hear. Although that's what they said about the other two detectives. But I can't talk about this anymore.
Okay, I get it. And, I respect that.
Thank you.
We're Asian, so we don't normally do Thanksgiving food. Oh, interesting. What do you typically do? But I like a good mashed potato. I am the same. I think mashed potatoes is my favorite dish. I didn't really grow up doing like a traditional Thanksgiving either. So, what do you guys typically do? Do you just have like Like a standard dinner, maybe like a little bit nicer or something? Or is it just really like the getting together that you guys do?
Let's just get this over with. This is so horrible.
Better not go in there. It's not pretty.
I'm happy to oblige, sir.
Anything else you noticed, Miss Detective?
Don't mock me, Sonny. You're getting cocky.
Okay, okay. Let's take a good look around, Mon.
Yeah.
She looks cute playing detective.
Ruh-roh. I can't remember. Are we still married, or did we separate? All right,
Let's
to
go.
the dressing rooms. Yes. Oh boy. Let's look around first.
El Woof. Jeez, what a terrible film. Of course he has his own projector in his dressing room. He probably watches himself on it. Gives me the creeps. It's not natural to use fake fur. Just clothes. Costumes, I guess. Everything all right, big guy?
Now do you believe me? Now you can swallow your cynical remarks. I hope they're stuck in your throat.
Okay, I deserved that. Just calm down. We need a clear head and your help.
Really? You mean my help? Help with what?
You may know a lot of things that are insignificant to you, but they're important to us, Cassidy. So please, don't panic and help us out.
Okay, Monica, of course. I'll do what I can. Your voice always calmed me down.
Stop that.
Right. How can you handle this? In the same room with a real corpse?
You get used to it. Believe me, it's not the worst I've seen. Not by a long shot.
Horrible. I imagine your soul must be so dead and colorless. I feel more and more sorry for you.
And I love you more and more, sweetheart.
Do you? Oh, that's sweet.
This reminds me kind of what's that old movie? Feel like it's a one-word movie title. It's very old, maybe like 60s, 50s or 60s, something like that. And it's a detective, and his girlfriend shows up at a crime scene and sees a body for the first time, and she she just shows up and she sees the body, and he kind of, when he notices that she's there, he takes her away. Like they end up going for a drive or whatever, and she is like shocked sort of by seeing the body, but is also like, she can't understand how he can see that stuff so often and not be like affected by it, because she was like shocked to see the dead body, but he's just kind of like business as usual. And so she was just like, I don't understand, like I thought I knew you, sort of. I can't remember what movie it is. It's very famous. I can see the actor's face, I can't think of his name. Anyway, let's ask him.
Why wasn't Percy at the premiere?
Well, as awful as it sounds, the doubles are not real actors. They're not usually invited to these events.
Not even the parties? I've heard that they have some wild bashes after the premieres. By the end, even the police are invited.
Percy was not like that. He avoided the limelight. I'm not surprised he was here when this all happened.
What do you mean?
Percy was a dreamer. He wanted to be me, a great actor. He was probably trying on my clothes and imagining he was me when he was attacked.
I see. Well, thank you.
You're welcome, Detective. Oh, this is so awful.
Okay, before we look at the body, we'll go ahead and run ads because we need to do that. So if you need a stand-up stretch, etc., now is a perfect time to go do so. And we will BRB.
Take this pause to rejuvenate. Stand, stretch, hydrate. We will be back in just a few moments.
And welcome back, everybody. I was muted. We'll probably go for another, like, 30, 45 minutes, something like that. I know it's kind of late. I started so late today.
For the love of the Wild Ones, it really is him. Percy.
The resemblance is uncanny indeed. Do you think they thought it was you?
I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna puke.
He's got something in his hand.
Are you going to touch it?
Don't worry, I'm wearing gloves. I always wear gloves.
I don't know if I've ever seen you without them.
Maybe one day, Sweet Beak, you might get lucky.
Are you really chatting over a dead body? What is wrong with you two?
Calm down, will you? We're just getting a good look at the scene.
Yeah, professionally. So, what do you see, Boss Bird?
It's some kind of note. Maybe a letter.
Remarkable observation, Detective.
Now I'm definitely going to throw out my lunch.
Item received. Dear Mr. Lupus, as we don't want to spoil the premiere of your great new project, we decided to leave this farewell message in your dressing room. No more messages for you. We'll take matters into our own hands from now on. Sincerely, M.
Ooh, don't give me that.
Okay. But does this letter look like the other letters you've received?
Well, a letter's a letter, right?
The handwriting, the paper.
Kind of, yes. Why? Do you think it's possible that it's not the same perpetrator?
Probably is, but we never know.
Just get this out of my face, please. For the love of the wild ones.
The resemblance.
Where's Marty? Marty's going. He's gone to investigate the textile factory by himself, which I feel like something bad's gonna happen to him.
Farewell message. I told you they were going to kill me.
Sincerely, M.
Yeah, this is so this is still the night of the premiere. Yeah. So I think oh, interesting. So yeah, I think he probably like hasn't been gone but like an hour maybe or two. Well, probably they said the movie was long. So maybe 3 hours, 3-4 hours, something like that.
Mongrel Mick. That son of a...
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, it's obvious. Mick. Mongrel Mick. Can't be anything else. Son of a bitch won't even hide it.
What makes you think it's him?
Philmar, what the cluck are you doing here?
Yeah, I just saw you two running away. Of course, I followed you.
This is a police matter. Sorry, you can't be at the crime scene.
Aw, come on, cut the crap, Sonny. Just let me help you. So what's up? What do you got?
Another bird brain might actually do some good.
All right. Mick is the head of the Golden Fang. Am I right?
Everyone knows that.
Even me.
They've been camped out in the middle of the Hive lately.
I knew that too.
Do you know where?
Nobody knows that.
Nobody so far. But I've got a hunch.
And? What's that got to do with anything?
Mr. Lupus was going to have his face on a product. A product in which the Golden Fang has a big stake. A product owned by Mick's former boss.
Feathery hell. M-E-A-T?
Exactly. I'm beginning to understand why it was so important to have this cheap meat substitute promoted by a face everyone knows.
And who's a loyal friend of the king.
That's the elephant in the room.
Or rather, Wolf.
Furry heavens, don't get me involved.
It's a good theory. But still just a theory, right? This bloody letter with the monograms. Very little to go on.
Indeed. But it's a start. I'm gonna need Marty for this.
So he's thinking that somebody is blackmailing Lupus so that he would have been the sponsor for meat, but then when he denied it, that's when the letter started to get threatening, and they ended up, trying to kill him. That's my interpretation of what's kind of happening.
I think we should show him something. Next time, but not now. Next time, maybe.
Letter to
wait, what?
Message from the king.
For cluck's sake.
Here's some
For
alcohol.
cluck's sake.
What do you here? Do you
Yeah,
get your phone number?
Anything else? Next time, maybe. Huh?
What? What am I supposed to show him?
Let's just get this over with.
Better not go in there.
I'm happy.
Good old Phil. We were never friends, but we always had a mutual respect and an unhealthy dose of pity. I think we should show him some. Let's go.
Did I miss something in here?
For the love of the wild ones.
Oh, okay.
I'll just take one as evidence.
Sonny,
What?
I saw you. Put it back.
Yes, Mother.
Okay, there we go.
Can you tell me what this is?
Some kind of voodoo thing? I have no idea. I've never seen it before in my life. Wait, are you telling me you found this weird thingy here?
That's right. So are you absolutely sure you've never seen it before?
Do I look like the kind of man who'd play with something like this?
Well, then the killer left it here.
It's a message.
What does the box itself say?
I don't think the box itself is the message. Or maybe just part of it. But this box is also a toy. And an instrument.
Do you think it has to be solved?
Maybe, but, I don't know. I've never been good at that sort of thing. I'm tone deaf.
Oh, give me that. I'll take a look.
Okay, Mon. The glory's all yours.
Listen to the melody and replay the notes to open the box. What? How? There's so many notes. Hold on. What? It's okay, wait, it's or does it start here? Is it 5? Hold on. So boop. No? Hold on. There we go. Ugh. Wait, what? Was it 3 times? Oh, wait, which one? Oh, this one. It's just so many. Okay. What I hear jingle bells also. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Close. Okay. Okay. I'm surprised it didn't pop up with like a, do you need help? Like, do you want me to just solve this for you? Oh.
success.
So, what is it?
Honestly, I've never seen anything like it.
Neither have I. But it must be important if it was hidden in there.
I will also say, I think it's harder to see the notes and stuff in black and white. I feel like it was harder to tell which ones were being like pressed, I think. Just because of like the lighting and stuff. I wonder if it's easier if you have like the color mode.
That could be. Or maybe they're trying to throw us off the trail.
That's possible, but we'll never know until we find out what this thing is.
Yeah.
Strange paper with some kind of writing on it? Oh, I wonder if it's like you have to look at it angled, maybe? Or... Huh. Can we, like... Wait.
Have you ever seen something like this?
I certainly haven't. Is this some kind of scribbling? I've never seen anything like it.
My computer's struggling right now, so I could barely see the notes highlighting at all. I should probably close some things, maybe. Well, the notes weren't highlighting at all. They were, like, you had to look for them just being pressed. Which that was the thing that was kind of difficult to... That's what made it difficult to remember. Like, because I actually had to watch the little things kind of shake a little bit. As if like they were being
What
like
do you think,
struck,
Boss
you know?
Bird?
I didn't take the threat seriously, and now look. We got a dead body. Blood Boil's gonna chew my drumsticks.
It's not your fault. Don't
Yeah,
beat
it's not our
yourself
fault.
up over
We
it.
were at the
Everyone
premiere.
was focused on the premiere, and this poor guy was in the wrong place at the
Premiere.
wrong time.
It's no coincidence he was here. The guy was set up. That's part of the
Oh,
message.
yes.
Well, it's pretty drastic for a message.
Yes, when I was highlighting over, like when I hovered over them, they would highlight. So that, yeah, that's fair.
But why do I get the feeling that this is all just a diversion?
Because it probably is. But what are they trying to distract us from?
Good question. Have you ever seen anything like this, Phil?
As a matter of fact, I have. I've had a bit too much to drink, though, so the letters are all over the place.
Come on, this is important.
All right, okay. So, I've seen something like it before. It's kind of a writing.
Can you read it?
Me? Nah, it's not just any writing, Sonny. It's insect writing.
Okay. Can you translate it?
Only an insect can read it.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
Well, hang on, darling. You're not very familiar with the Hive, so you may not know, but this kind of writing is no longer used. Not even by insects. It's well known that everyone has used the common alphabet now for about...
Well known, huh? Well, cluck you. So we need to find an insect who's either old enough or well-versed in this sort of antique stuff.
Well, at least that's the route I'd take.
Thanks, Phil.
Hey, Sonny.
Yeah?
You sure you want to go down this road? This whole thing looks like a game of cat and mouse to me.
The sound is
In
actually funny.
fact, it smells more like a trap.
I can't help it, Phil. A friend of mine's dead, and Marty's in the middle of it. I'm not gonna let that happen to him, too.
Well, then watch your back, darling. That's all I'm saying.
When did you get so sensitive?
Me? I didn't. But Monica would be heartbroken if anything happened to you.
Hey, that's not true.
Really?
Let's go.
What about the wolf, hotshot? Isn't it your job to protect him?
Good question. But I don't think he's in danger anymore.
They just killed his double.
That's just it. If they wanted him dead, they could have killed him too. But if you're so worried about it, you look after him until Blood Boil and the others arrive.
What do you take me for? A babysitter?
A good-hearted hawk, deep inside. Oh, and by the way, are you following me?
Okay, I get it. You convinced me. I'll take care of it if you stop asking questions.
Sometimes I think it's just boredom that makes you act so mysteriously.
Maybe it is, but maybe I'm hiding some secrets.
Sure. See you around, darling.
Will do, chicken lips.
Secret, have a good one. Thanks so much for popping in. Even those we're skipping, but I have 4 streams open in a hockey game. Oh my goodness. Yeah, maybe that's what's doing it.
Maybe later.
Okay, so...
Now what? So, what's our next step?
Now I take you home.
How? On your back?
No. I mean, you're gonna take me to Marty's, and then you're gonna go to your home.
Are you kidding me, Sonny? That's not how it works. I want to help you, and I will.
And I adore you for it, Mon, but you can't. I gotta do this alone. I mean, me and Marty.
You think you can just whistle and I'll jump anytime? And then when you don't need me anymore, you drop me?
What? No, Mon. I just don't want you to get hurt. That's all. Just trust me.
I'll take it, Marty. But promise me you'll come down to the station and tell me what you've got when you're done with all this. Okay?
I will, Mon.
Good.
Oh, hello. I see you've already replaced me, Sonny. First Lewis, then Mon. You advertise in the classifieds?
Ah, Marty, come on.
Hey, Marty. Don't worry, I'll be on my way. That's all the rooster ever needed me for.
Jeez, Mon, you're not mad at me, are you?
Hey, what's the matter? What's happened? What's the gossip?
I'll tell you in the car. Okay, Marty, what did you find out?
Well, it's not good news.
Come on, spit it out.
I know where the factory is. If that's where Mick's hiding, we can bust him.
But that is good news.
It should be. But they're guarding it like a fortress. Barbed wire, watchtowers, everything you can imagine. Those bastards don't even hide the fact that that's not just a factory, but the headquarters of a criminal gang.
They're confident. It's our fault. We shouldn't have left them alone.
You mean the insects or the gang?
The whole segregation act. It's almost like it was because of the factory.
Nah, even the Golden Fang clan isn't that powerful.
Not by themselves, Marty. But we need to find out what's on this paper. I'll be damned if the two things aren't connected. So, young fella, both roads lead to Roachtown. We're going into the Hive.
Hey!
Into the Hive!
Title drop.
What?
Hey, title drop! Oh,
Nothing.
yeah. Incredible. I love that. So good. So, I've not cleared these off. That's very funny. Breaking the fourth wall. I know, that was so great. Let's see.
So, you asked around?
The Fang was the most revealing. Anyone I mentioned that we'd found one of these would immediately shut up. I don't know, it's like there's clan spies on every corner.
Because they are. They're deeply embedded in the fabric of the Hive.
No wonder. Zero police presence. Basically, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, but not for long.
That's the spirit.
Sound? What are you doing? You okay?
So, how did it go with, Laura?
You know, it could have been worse.
That's not very encouraging.
I guess we're staying together. For now, but I have to change.
But why? You're perfect.
Yeah, but I don't think Laura can keep up with this life.
You being a chicken policeman?
We're here now in the dead of night.
But it doesn't have to be this way, Marty. You can always say no.
I know, boss.
Let's stop here.
But, you know, I don't want you to kill yourself.
Hey.
What do you think I've been doing for over a decade? Protecting your ass.
All right, let's just drop it.
We might stop here then. So I want to see, maybe there's like an update or something I can do. Because, yeah, it's not fun that the sound is kind of cutting out. But let's go ahead. Move over here. Friends, well, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Tomorrow, I think we'll do something different. I'll have to look at what games again that I have. I think we mentioned we might play Her Story, which is an FMV game that I think it's like 3 hours long. So I was like, we could probably do this in like a one stream sort of deal. Yeah, though apparently it's really intense. So that's my only qualm. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. But I hope if I don't see you guys tomorrow, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah, and I will enjoy my pizza. I'll go get it here in a couple of hours. Very excited to have some pizza. So thank you. But friends, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I will see you guys again next time. Also, wait, before I go, Rob, thank you so much for, Rob of the Dead, thank you for the raid earlier. And Ghoul Moose, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciate it. Now, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.